Of the 13 men charged last week surrounding the plot to kidnap the governor, 7 are facing state charges, including making terrorist threats and providing material support for terrorist acts.
Groups like this group, these domestic terrorists, are finding comfort and support in the rhetoric coming out of Republican leadership from the White House to our state house.
When it comes to domestic terrorism, there's been an increase in FBI investigations and disrupted plots, and social media companies are removing more accounts and propaganda, according to a counterterrorism expert.
These 4 different pieces of evidence or information seem to all combine to suggest that this threat is growing. It's not an existential threat, but at the same time, it certainly seems more prominent now than even a couple years ago when I was still in government.
Ollie says domestic terrorism is tricky because there's a fine line between free speech and gathering and inciting violence. This means that it's difficult to specifically point to domestic terror groups and figure out exactly where they are. The combination of the pandemic, social tensions, and politics aren't helping.
And then there are some people, like in the case of the Watchmen, who feel like they have these grievances, but now's the time to act. And not only to act, but to act violently.
Unlike Michigan, there is no federal law specifically against domestic terrorism, which is why federal charges against the other 6 men do not include it. This doesn't mean, Ollie says, that it's not out there. In Saginaw, Trevor Sahaki, WNEM TV5.